Hello team, welcome to another ATP Geopolitics video with myself, Jonathan MS Pearce. This is Ukraine War breaking news update for the early morning of the 2nd of July 2024, referring to a strike that took place earlier on the 1st of July. We're going to talk about this now. So news says Tim White, I feared, is now seemingly confirmed. Ukraine looks to have lost Su-27 fighters, and possibly quite a few of them. This is at the Mirorod airfield in Poltava, which was attacked twice today. It's disgraceful waste, and someone's head has to roll. As I reported, says White, there were 2 missile attacks on Mirorod today. There was a reconnaissance drone loitering between Russia's attacks, correcting the miss of the first, ensuring a hit with cluster munitions on the ballistic Iskander for the second. Why were the jets unprotected? So let's have a look at this to see what the Russians achieved. You can see that there are a number of planes on these aprons unprotected, and then we see some little sparkles there, it seems, and there is a cluster munition that has hit above a number of those aprons, but it's difficult to know exactly what damage was done. But as you can see, I think there are planes on all of those aprons there. I don't know if this is the first one that hit and possibly missed. But the question is, well, why aren't the planes scrambled? There's reconnaissance in the air. They should be up in the air and reacting to a first attempt there. Ilya Ponomarenko says there must be responsibility for chronically allowing such things to happen to Ukraine's air force. Systemic negligence may get us all 6 feet under in this war. As Ukraine Battlemap adds, responsibility, and they must get more counter-drone systems to jam and shoot down drones around these air bases and Patriot air defense systems. There's no other way around this. It needs to happen. In fact, Zelensky tonight talked about how air defenses are going to be upgraded in July. It appears that maybe these Patriots and SAMP-T that have been touted before are going to come online in July, so that's very quickly. As Tim White adds, Ukraine's military spokesman appeals for us to stop criticizing after Russia's strike on Mirorod airbase. Yuri Ihnat also hints it's not as bad as feared. Of course, that could be trying to control the narrative and control those expectations, manage expectations. But questions remain. Why are the planes in the open? Why weren't they scrambled during alert? And why wasn't the drone hit? So Kiev Independent reports here, Russia's attacks on Mirorod military airfield, official confirms some losses. Russian forces attacked the airfield in Poltava Oblast, resulting in some losses, according to Yuri Ihnat. Russian media sources previously circulated video footage of the strike and claimed to have damaged multiple Su-27 aircraft. Quote, there was an attack, there are some losses, but not the ones the enemy claims, Ihnat said. Ihnat did not provide details on the damage sustained in the airfield. Earlier reports of the attack drew outrage on social media, and you've seen some of that, with some criticising the Air Force for failing to properly protect the airfield despite advanced warnings of a Russian strike. Ihnat defended the military's effort and urged moderation from media commentators, saying that Russian sources have exaggerated their achievements, quote, since the beginning of the invasion. Quote, the Air Force is doing everything to counteract the enemy, to mislead them, including with the help of models and other means. So this is the idea that these could be decoys, perhaps. He also stressed that Ukrainian airfields are under constant threat from Russian missile and drone attacks. Ihnat was dismissed from his role as spokesperson on the 16th of March, though he continues to work with the Air Force. Russian forces previously carried out an intensive aerial attack against a Mirorod military airfield in June of last year, so it's not the first time this place has been attacked. But yeah, people certainly reacting negatively to this, as you can imagine. Some people saying old decommissioned planes visible even on Google Maps, and that could be what Yuri Ihnat is referring to. So it might be that this isn't as bad as you might think. If these are planes that you can see on Google Maps, on Google Earth, then they've been there for some time, and it could be the Russians even knew that, but they can claim this as a kind of PR win. They can take this video footage back to their superiors and say, look, we've destroyed some planes. And the superiors will be none the wiser. But on the other hand, it could also be a serious loss for the Ukrainians and embarrassing, and that's why they are claiming that the losses aren't as bad as one might think, and it could be decoys. But I don't know what I think. I'm kind of 50-50. If you truly can see those planes on Google Earth, then it probably indicates that they are there for the purpose of attracting those attacks, and that might explain why they didn't move, why they weren't scrambled, so on and so forth. So I don't know. I don't want to be pro-Ukrainian, but it's what's the most probable explanation for the complaints people have. It's either the Ukrainians being downright like useless, or yeah, that's being really harsh there, but you know, not doing what they should be doing, or you wouldn't expect them to do that because they can't fly those planes. I'll let you guys decide, but there are the two opposing arguments. Anyway, that's just a quick one from me. Thanks for watching. Take care. Speak to you soon.